Welcome, everybody. I'm scared and I'm nervous. I'm also kind of excited at the same time. For you see, just last year, I wouldn't have been able to do what I'm doing now, which is recording myself like this. This video is definitely a lot different than the usual. It's kind of a bit of a Pegasus setup, you know. I'm recording this with my phone. I don't have a stand or anything like that, so I have my phone positioned in between like D&D books, so it's kind of interesting. But so why wouldn't have I been able to do this around a year ago, you might ask? Well, I'm not exactly the most social or outgoing guy, you know, like right now this is terrifying to me, like on the inside, you know, the house is on fire, you know, panic mode engaged, but I was able to actually press that button, which is not something I could have done a year ago. So I guess the question is, like, what happened in that year then? Well, you see, last year around this time, on the final day of May, I did my first ever live stream. It was done on Twitch. And the reason why I streamed, it wasn't because of it was something I wanted to do or anything like that, you know. I never really thought of starting a quote-unquote content creator career, you know. I guess I'll just dive into the story behind why I even started in the first place. So, back in January of last year, man, I was I was on my second playthrough of Zwei 2, or otherwise known in English, Zwei, the Ilvert Insurrection. Great game, by the way. Like, absolutely play it. Would highly recommend. Definitely Falcom's a hidden gem for sure. And on my friend's Discord channel, I was ranting and raving about the game, you know. I was on a usual like Falcom praise rave, I guess you could call it. And I was also really drunk. Like, I don't know how many of you have seen that one Zwei stream I did where I was blasted out of my mind, but for this night it was a whole nother level. Alright, like, holy shit. If that Zwei stream was like 80%, that night I was probably at like a 95, alright? And one of my friends to this Falcom rave that I was in the process of, he just said, why don't you just become a streamer? Like, Neo, you're such a huge fan of Falcom, like, you should totally stream yourself playing Falcom games. You're so passionate about it, like, people would probably watch you. And when he suggested that idea to me, I was like, meh, not really interested in that, you know? Not for me. But he kept pushing for that until eventually he brought up a bet. And the bet was a $300 bet. It was, if within 5 months from now you don't have 1,000 concurrent viewers, you owe me $300. And if you do achieve that, I owe you $300. Now, this is a terrible bet, okay? Like, I'm sure most of you know, like, on streaming, right? Especially on Twitch, getting 1,000 concurrent viewers, you need a miracle for that, man. That's crazy. But I was really drunk, so I took that bet. Despite how stupid and crazy it was, I took that bet. And so, I'm a bit of a procrastinator, you see. And the first 2 weeks after that bet, I didn't really make any progress on that or anything like that. But starting on the third week, I got like all the stream stuff configured, right? I had the Google tutorials and whatnot. I got to the point where I was on Twitch with my stream client. I was about to hit the go live button, and my hands were shaking like this. You know, I was terrified. I just could not do it, man. I could not press that go live button. And so, another week passes after that attempt. And I thought, oh, well, how about I just make a video then? Most content creators, right? They start off with like videos and whatnot, right? And I go to start my recording for my first video, and I couldn't even speak properly. I was just sputtering, dude. I was just like, I couldn't speak properly. I couldn't do it. And I was so nervous and struck with stage fright that I just couldn't do it. So then another few weeks pass, and I'm like, okay, I'll try the stream thing again. And it was a same shit, different day sort of scenario. Again, once I got to the point where I was about to hit the go live button, I couldn't do it, man. My hands were shaking too much. I couldn't do it. And then I tried the video thing again, and again it was the same scenario. And after about 3 months of this, I was like, okay, you know what? I lose the bet, right? I can't do it, man. It's too much. It's not for me. And so it got to the day just before the deadline, and I messaged my friend on that Discord channel, and I said, you know what? I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't even start streaming. I can't do it, man. I lose the bet. You know what? What's your preferred payment method? I'll just pay you the $300 right now. You want to know what my friend's response was to that? He said, "You still got time." Like, out of all the responses, his response was, "You still got time." Even though, oh, sorry, excuse me, it was just one day before the deadline. Yeah, you still got time. So then a light bulb went off in my head, you know, the ding. And I was like, in my mind, you know what? If I can't start this streaming by myself, maybe I could do it with my friends. And so I responded on that Discord channel. I said, okay, well, how about I just stream us all playing Dota, you know? And all my friends that I was playing Dota with that night agreed to have it be streamed. And that was my first stream ever. It was me just playing Dota with the boys, man. And I was able to finally do a stream with my friends' help, of course. I was finally able to get over that massive barrier which just prevented me from streaming. Now, unfortunately, that stream is lost in the void of Twitch because for me on my Twitch account settings, by default, a setting was on that deletes the VOD immediately after the stream is over. So that's a bit of a shame and a shamble, but... So I lost the bet, right? Because I didn't get any viewers for that stream, you know, of course, right? First stream on Twitch, no audience gathering at all on other websites. It was a disaster, but still fun nonetheless. And so, on the day of the deadline, I messaged that friend. I'm like, okay, you know, what payment method do you prefer? And you know what his response was? His response was, I don't want your money. I just wanted you to start streaming. Oh my god, at that time, I didn't even know how to react to that. That was just crazy to me. And so, despite how much of a disaster that first stream was, it was still a lot of fun actually. And so, I continued streaming on Twitch. You know, I continued doing the Dota streams with the boys, and then also I was doing what I call the East Chrono Canon, which was me playing all the East games in chronological order, all the canon ones, right? Hence the Chrono Canon. And after about 50 or so hours of streaming on Twitch, I realized, okay, this ain't working, you know. I am not getting viewers at all. Like, the only viewers I was getting was occasionally friends popping in just to meme around or say, hey, stop streaming, dude. Let's play some Dota, you know, like. And so I made my first actual YouTube video last year in around like June-ish. And man, that video was really hard for me to make because I still had that stage fright. But the thing was, I was actually able to make it. That was the main thing. And that first video didn't get very many views, you know, as expected. But the second video I made, which was an E-series overview, it was titled "Don't Miss Out on This Series." It got a lot of views, and that was kind of a game changer for me, really. And so I continued making more and more videos, and I kept streaming. Over time, my confidence went up. I started becoming a lot more comfortable, right, with expressing myself. And it's just been a really neat experience, you know, doing this streaming and YouTube thing. And you know, the way it started off is also kind of neat. Man, how do I even continue this? I guess some people, they might look, you know, at my statistics, like I got around 220 subscribers or whatever after a year of doing YouTube. People might say, oh, that's not very good. Like, they might look at my views, say, oh, that's not very good. But for me, I actually think it's pretty good, honestly. And I really can't thank you all enough for watching my videos, subscribing, liking, all that stuff, all the different comments I see. It's actually been an incredible ride so far, and I'm really proud of myself for being able to step out of my comfort zone and actually do all this stuff. This was a really strange video. I really felt like making it. There was no script with this, so it was really messy, but yeah, I guess just the classic. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Have a good one. Peace.